Hello and welcome back to Stanley Parable. I opened up the game and I got this, so I figured it's part of the game. So of course the dog and the puppy will not be. Aww. Let's see, adjust the number 5 until it's 9. Oh. Wait, is that 9? That's also 9. The B, there's a 9. I'm gonna go with this 9. Until, please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Yay. I have good times now. Alright. Which of the two made up words believe? Ooh. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with that one. That is the one I'm going with. How to pronounce it, I don't know. Do not adjust slider. Please no, well, fuck you. You're not my real dad. Excuse my language. Do you know what time it is right now? I believe so. Was it time that is right now the correct time? Well, time is a figment of imagination for us to measure the changing of things. The measurement of changes, like inches and feet. You could literally use anything as time. So I'm going to say no. What time is it? What is time anyway? That's the whole point I was bringing up. Yes, that is a good... If anything about yourself you haven't told me. Oh, lots of things about myself I haven't told you. Help? No. No help. Will you come back and visit me? I'm playing the game right now for a while, so yes, I think I will. Alright, well, that was fun. I guess I have to start recording before I start turning on the game. I usually get to the point where I'm on the same file and I'm moving forward.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I don't believe in the man named Stanley. Oh, hi.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, I gotta go back and do the doors.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Are you sure?
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was
speaking.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
I don't know.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Did I? I'm pretty sure... No about a bucket down here, in my opinion.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Yeah, what is a
I
bucket?
suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Okay.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. Can I go back to making the dog and cat friends again? Oh. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Got it.
Okay, let's begin.
What is a bucket? Alright.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
It looks like one.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Ah, I see. My bad. I didn't realize we had holograms.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes. Oh.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
But wouldn't that make it an actual bucket? I don't know what a bucket is, apparently.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes. Yay!
This is a bucket.
It's a bucket.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Well, it has a hole on top, 4 walls, so yes. Oh.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
It's a bucket.
Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next
I
one.
could hold my liquid in there, therefore it's a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Yes, you see, you got the hole on top, right there where the liquid goes in. It has walls, so of course it's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Yes. Jeez. Should hold my beer.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? Is it both a bucket and not a bucket? How is that possible?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Do you need my help? I can go with and help. Not a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
No one in my
I've
life.
lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Can I get liquid out of you? I guess
Stanley,
technically
I
you would
can't
be a
keep
bucket.
doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets.
No,
from the game
don't do it.
Okay, here we go.
No, my bucket. It's my property. Oh, my property.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything's
Why
a
did
bucket.
everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Yeah.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Now...
And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
That's good to know.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Roger.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
I won't.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
I'm waiting for the floors just to be made out of bucket plops. Oh, nope.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, I would have grabbed this bucket, but I gotta do the red-blue room, and it doesn't let me do the red-blue room with the bucket. That's the room I soft-locked
When
myself.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm thirsty. I really wish I could get some cold drink.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Were those lights always out? Was this light always out?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
It's all
I'm not your
buckets.
enemy,
Don't worry
really,
about
I'm
it.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
To the red door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
So yellow, red. I don't understand what he's talking about.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yes, this is yellow. This is red. Jeez.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map.
It's a purple
because you were
room.
never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
That would work.
With me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
See, video games are a very specific level of choices. You give too many choices, it becomes real life, and that's why people get stunted in real life, because they have too many choices. Just gotta give the right amount of choices.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
Your brain.
How did I know the game needed a third door?
Because
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
I'm teaching it right now.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, yay.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
But, how am I supposed to answer that? I don't have anything to answer. Okay, now I don't want to go through that door, so I'm guessing I gotta go through this door. Nope. Nope. What is this? It happened again. I don't understand. You asked me a question, I don't have a way of answering you. It's not the beginning of the game again. I'm going other choices. Screw you,
All of
Stanley.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. A good bucket. A strong bucket. A humble bucket.
The best
committed
bucket.
A bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
You sure?
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move on to...
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left, to go back. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Straight ahead, opposite door. Got it.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Aww.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Oh.
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Kind of.
We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's
Yeah. Who
do it.
drove that truck?
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
There we go.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Of course I am.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
The narrator?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Ooh.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
It's terrifying.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
It opens red doors.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We
No.
can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oops. My bad. Oh look. The Bucket Destroyer.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Yeah, but he failed to destroy a single bucket. -10 on the review. Won't do again. Oh. Now what? Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I don't need the
Perhaps he had
bucket.
simply missed a memo.
I missed a member somewhere.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
No, he
perfectly
didn't.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
On my left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I go without bucket today.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
it's to the right, my mistake.
My bad.
No,
Oh.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Who knows,
It's
dude.
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
Yep,
please?
I got time.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ah. There's a truck. Hello. Alright, I'm not supposed to be here yet.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
I'm sorry.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
All right.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
I've never run off track before in my life.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So left.
When Stanley... No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No, I closed my eyes.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Alright, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go to this door. And I'm back over here, which leads me to go this way, which is the proper way to go. Alright, so we're gonna go this way, turn right, go left, turn right,
I'll say it.
turn
This
right.
is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
Left.
promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Hey, I was trying to figure out the puzzle.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket's gone. I'm scared. I forgot I was supposed to be looking at the computers. I'm being silly. Excuse me?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
You could put a bed in here, a kitchen. Really nice sized room. Wait a second. I'm very confused. It feels wrong going backwards.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
It's safe. Looks safe. Hello.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Isn't this an
Well, do you know
office
what?
building?
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to
No,
restart.
don't do it. It's a trap. Hey.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Just follow the line. Nah, just follow the line. Oh. I want to play solitaire. Just follow the line. Boop.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Do.
Cut the music.
Hey.
Go back and look at that fern.
This one right here?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Now, the question is, did I, like, teleport back there? Oh, well, let's go on.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Yeah.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Oh, hey, here we go.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No. Hey, look, a line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I kind of missed the adventure line. And the music that comes with it. Hey!
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Touch. I'm not acknowledging you. Oh, bye, line. I'm gonna miss you. Hey.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
No.
Our destiny awaits.
Ah. I want to go left. Hey.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me
You've been playing.
that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
But
do
I want to
it.
find the library.
And the timer stopped?
Yay! We won.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Hi. I got a chair.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What was that noise? That hurt my ears. Well, what now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The embrace of an old friend.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
Was this better than the meeting room? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I'm still confused by it. Are we still in the confusion ending? Because I am confused.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Oh.
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley
Yeah.
Parable is
Where's
all
the music?
about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Wasn't it in the original game?
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
But I want to.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality
Can I
traits.
throw the bucket in
What
here?
other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
You
Give
won't
the
let
fans
me.
what they want. Hurry and...
I thought there would be an option there. I'm actually disappointed. I am disappointed that I could not destroy the bucket.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
I really thought there was a choice to destroy the bucket. My bad. It just wouldn't let me. I pushed the button and it just put the bucket towards me. I don't know why. But that's what I'm going to probably call it. Right here, right now. Thank you for watching. If you like and subscribe. If you didn't like and subscribe. And let me know how bad I'm doing game. Otherwise, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.